Hearing Dramas, student written and directed One Acts 2017.
My name's Cameron Wood. I wrote the second play, Dr. Bishop, which is, you'll obviously see, second.
My name is Ellis Craig. I wrote Hint. It's third play.
My name is Joel Kahn. I wrote Snowball, and I wrote the fourth and last play.
I'm Austin Hollifield. I co-wrote Revolution in Revelry, which is the first play.
And I am Dylantha Musonera, and I co-wrote with Austin here the very first show you're going to see.
These shows were written by us. We endured torture, pain, suffering, tears, more pain, and that was only the audition process.
The rules! This is a cell phone. You may have one. Turn it off. Put it away. Please and thank you.
Be polite. We worked countless hours to put this together, so please be kind.
All right, so keep in mind that these shows were done with little to no set, costumes, money, time.
Actually, a lot of time.
Well, a solid amount of time. We put way too much into this. As you can see, we used a lot of things from the Crucible. So if you see, hey, it was pretty much Crucible V2, we get you.
But we also, at the same time, thank you for being here. We are definitely all proud of our shows, and we hope you're going to enjoy it.
Hey, Esme, one baguette, please. 26 Livier's. What? That's the price of at least 3 loaves. Why can't you lower the price? For a friend? I wish, but...
This is by the King's royal decree, and I fear we don't want to lose our heads. If you want something cheaper, go to the wrong.
It may be cheaper, but it's riddled with dirt, sawdust, dung, and those who dare to consume it now suffer from tuberculosis.
Well then, you don't much have a choice now, do you, sweetheart?
No one always has a choice. See you later, Esme.
How are we going to get food today, Leanne?
We will have to steal from the army. The prices are too high for us to scam and pickpocket these poor, pathetic French citizens.
What about the old fortune teller and horse thief? One of us predicts someone's horse will be stolen, then the other steals it. The money will come rolling in.
That could do nicely.
I love the both of you dearly. That is a great way to get shot.
But done successfully, we could have enough bread for a few days.
If God is with us, meat could even be on it.
All right, but if you lose a limb, don't say I didn't warn you.
Here comes a well-to-do gentleman now, with quite the stallion.
Get ready, it's your head.
Sir, would you like to be told your fortune?
Well, why not? Let's see what the heavens have in store for me today. Excuse me, mademoiselle. Young man, where do you think you're taking my horse?
Well, I can't do this. Forgive me, sir. I was stealing your horse for food.
I will. But you must do something for me.
Anything, sir, anything.
Meet me at the Drunken Horseshoe at midnight tonight. Go to the back room and knock 3 times. However, remember this is a deal. A lack of your presence will mean a trip to the constable. And bring your friends as well.
For what exactly?
For a revolution like France has never seen.
Come in, right this way.
There's nothing to fear. Please take a seat.
So let's get straight to the point. What is it that you want from us?
My name is Robespierre, and I need you to help me build my revolutionary army.
A revolution? An army? For what? Why?
As you may know, bakers have been resorting to putting sawdust and dung in their breads due to the shortage of grains. However, what you may not know is the reason for such a shortage. We have discovered that the king has been hoarding the people's grain, and now We require your services to inspire the masses to rise up against the nobility.
How much for revolutionary activities?
$150 apiece, and an extra 100 if the rioting is successful. My friends want motivated employees.
Who are these friends?
First, I must know, are you with us? Very well. I'm in a club known as the Jacobin Club, and it is in our best interest to cause reform of the monarchy.
If this club of yours is so illustrious, then why are we meeting in a stingy tavern and not a proper office?
We use the city's taverns as a disguise for our true motives. We have influential businessmen, elected officials, and army officers even in our ranks. We don't want any suspicions about their true activities.
Understood. So how do you do this revolution?
We'll yell louder than the royalists. Gorman! Get ready, call upon those who will lead the marches, and tell them to hold a meeting here in a day's time. And be careful. The king has spies everywhere.
Of course, sir.
France and its people are already on edge. All they need is a push.
Child, what is the matter? There's a revolt against the king coming upon us. What? Only a fool would dare go against the king. Esme, you do not understand. The nobles, the king, they are but the cause of the grain shortage. The sickness that has afflicted our country that has what? Taking my child? It may be so. What is our revolt going to accomplish? Will you give me my child back? No, and I'm sorry for that. God can sometimes be so cruel. But this may be a chance for real change, so your child's fate can be avoided by others. Why use my child against me? I will tell no lie and say it's not a fool's errand, but it's a fool's errand that I support. Then join us so your children don't have to live like us, toiling from sunrise to sunset to make a meager living after the state takes its cut. Revolutions of this nature are planned carefully by men at the top. Without someone to take over the reins from the royalty, we will have a tyrant step up and be back to square one. I don't want that for my children. I want a reformed world for my children. I understand, truly, but I cannot and I will not stand for this injustice any longer. France must stand against the tyranny of its king and its nobility. Only then may we flourish. And I'll be there, on the frontier of the revolution, leading its people to victory and liberation. If you change your mind, come to Robespierre's house tomorrow. We'll be discussing details of the revolt. I'll think about it. Please be careful. I will. Thank you.
All right, enough. This meeting will now convene. We're here to discuss the details of our revolution. Alexandra, please begin. The royals have been hoarding our grain and defectors padding our ranks. It is time for us to move and strike back at the royals for their greed and debauchery. We starve while they have struggling parties and eat meat and cake. They have silken robes while we cannot put even shoes on our children's feet. It is time to march and show them the common struggle.
So this is what you brought me here for? To speak of a revolution? Anyone would have a brain knows that a revolt against the crown is but a fool's errand. You'll lead your followers to their deaths.
That may be a possibility, which we all understand. But what is the alternative? To sit here while the royals whine and dine, and our children are sick and starving more and more each passing day? Alexandra's right. We can't let the king's tyranny rule this country any longer. It's time we rise up to his cruelty. No child should end up like our little Jacques.
All right. So how do you suppose we take on the king and his army?
Maybe these former officers here will have some insight.
Actually, yes. Due to the king's extravagant spending in support of Americans against the British, France is on the brink of bankruptcy, which also means he can't afford to wage war against his own people, let alone an army large enough to stop our revolt.
And how do you know all of this?
I still have many friends within the king's royal guard and military advisors, many of whom are not pleased that the king has spent all his money. They've also agreed to supply us with weapons. However, the question still remains. If we succeed, who will lead France?
The king. He shall remain in power for now, in fear, as he will understand that this march will be the first of many, until France has rid itself of this wretched monarchy.
It is settled then. We will meet back here in 2 days' time at dawn. By then, Corbin and his men will have attained the proper supplies needed to end the king's command. It is time France demands its liberation and unchains itself from the crown's unjust rule.
My king, we must discuss some financial matters.
Oh, pish posh.
It is unfortunately true, my lord, that your lavish spending in support of the Americans in their revolution has exhausted the royal coffers.
Maribel, shouldn't this be the least of our concerns?
That's right. Your Highness, there seems to be a march of the lower classes upon us.
This is France. There is always a march of the lower classes.
Alas, I should have expected that answer. The lower classes are marching towards us, demanding that we give them their grain.
Marabou, you are my advisor, correct? Then advise me against these revolutionaries.
Well, first, sir, they aren't revolutionaries, they're reformists.
What's the difference?
They like you to sound unreasonable when you criticize them, but our solution is simple. Let them march.
Maribel is right. These pathetic citizens are nothing but an insult to God. So simply let them march to their deaths. Maribel, call upon the deployed royal guards and let them know when they reach the palace gates. Off with their heads.
Right away, Your Highness.
We have made it halfway there. How you feel, Leanne?
Well, we are halfway to taking power for ourselves.
Do you want the people to take back power? Or do you only lust for power for yourself?
We won't get there if we fight amongst ourselves. We must achieve our goal and then work out our differences.
No. We resolve this here and now. Revolution is pointless without a united group. Without unity, we are nothing but a gang intent on bringing chaos.
It is true that we need unity, but our cause of liberty cannot be brought without chaos.
What about liberty in tandem with the law? Use the law to protect the liberty of us. Liberty and chaos will only bring tyranny.
I'd rather live with a tyrant hell-bent on the cause of liberty than a Democrat under the rule of the law.
You are impossible.
Stop! Both of you! You two have been bickering for hours! When we reach Versailles, we will have grain.
My lord, why are those 5,000 peasants outside still breathing?
Marabou has just informed me that the royal guards have refused to return, as I am no longer able to repay them.
If we do not have the means to defend ourselves, then we must retreat to our home in Paris. We should be safe there until we can call upon our allies.
Let us make haste then. Stop! What are we doing?
Running from our problems?
No. We cannot run. I must speak from the heart. It is my God-given responsibility to look after these people.
You cannot make a speech, only further dishonor you and anger them.
No, I must speak.
This will prove ruinous.
People of Versailles, you've made it clear to me that I, King Louis XVI, have failed in my duty to protect you. But a flock cannot overthrow its shepherd. It is against God's will. Worry not, for I am going to change this. I will come back from Versailles to better understand the plight of my people.
Can you believe this? The king, instead of giving us grain, called us sheep.
A flock cannot overthrow its shepherd. The man is either a hypocrite or a fool. He bankrupted our country by funding the Americans to overthrow the British.
We come here to feed the starving people of Paris. We get not a single grain of wheat. How is this?
The king is a slimy fellow, able to slip out of even the most dire circumstances. They're leaving.
It's time we show them what it's like to be lower class during tax season. Break down those walls and take everything that's not nailed down.
The revolution has started. And over the next few years, I'll rise to the top and lead France in a reign of terror unlike the world has ever seen, taking the lives of over 40,000 counter-revolutionaries in less than a year. All because I was able to begin the train reaction through simple manipulation of the masses. I have guaranteed the rights of man in this bloodshed, for every man, including the poor, and freed the enslaved.
The revolution began, but it was bittersweet for us. Robespierre, despite being a man of ideals, took the root of power and did everything he could to keep going, including to kill the 2 people who helped him succeed the most. I died when I began to resist him, to call for him to step down, and for that, I was executed. Leanne was executed when she tried to kill him once he began his reign of terror. Corbin was the only one to survive, and he became an aide to Napoleon.
Sorry, I'm late. I mean, really? Now?
Yes.
You have to understand, you've only been married for a few months now.
It's just things have been very difficult.
Well, that's expected during the first few months of marriage, but it all clears out.
I just think that maybe we rushed too quickly into it.
Please, elaborate on what you mean by that.
We were only together for 5... 6 months before I proposed.
Stephen, that is nothing you need to worry about. I've had many couples come in with the same doubts as you, but when you love someone, and you know you love them, you shouldn't have any doubts.
It's not where I'm in trouble, Dr. Bishop. It's just... Never mind.
No, say what you need to say. I'm not going to judge you.
Fine. I think he spends too much time with his friends.
Oh, here we go!
Don't, here we go, me. We came here to discuss our issues, and I am discussing our issues. Dr. Bishop, every weekend he goes out with his friends, either out for a sports game or just out for a drink.
What is the matter with a man spending time with his friends?
Because you didn't marry them!
Okay, calm down, you two. Now, what I think you two need is a night out together. I know this wonderful restaurant on April Street called The Gecko.
I think I've heard of it.
You probably have. It's hard to miss. Now, I know the owner personally, and if you like, I can have my secretary call and make a reservation for 2.
Fine. I guess.
Does tomorrow night work?
Yes, perfectly.
Barb, can you call up Mr. Carpenter at The Gecko and set up a reservation for 2 tomorrow night?
Mm-hmm.
It is done.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Bishop.
No, thank you. Now here's the bill, and Barb will take it at the desk.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Have a great day. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't get married after only 6 months. I can bet my entire bank account that that relationship will last less than a week. I can only imagine what that date is gonna be like. Yell, 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 yell. Not only that, I may have failed to mention how expensive the Gecko is. I mean, Mr. Carpenter is a nice guy, but his sandwich shouldn't cost $30. That husband will have none of that. But the way I see it is, at least they're happy now. And they paid me, so honestly, what do I care? Allow me to introduce myself. My name's Ethan Bishop, or Dr. Bishop as my clients know me. I never really went to college, let alone one now and become a marriage counselor. This isn't even real. I made this using a printout from Photoshop. But the clients think it's real, and that's all that matters. The truth is, I spent the first 5 years after high school scamming my way through life until I realized I needed a steady job. But who's gonna hire someone who never went to college and hasn't had a real job since the 10th grade? So, I went into business for myself. I can feed these people anything I want and they'll still pay me. They usually come for a few weeks, trick themselves into thinking it's working, They usually end up breaking up, but they never blame me. They just say the same thing. We tried the best we could. This sweet and wonderful human being right here is Barbara. She's the opposite of me. She went to school, graduated top of her class, somehow ended up on my doorstep. She's the only one that knows about the little sham I'm running, but she's just happy to have a job. Say hi to the people, Barb.
You haven't paid me in a week.
Isn't she wonderful?
So, how is the odd couple?
You've used that one before, Barb. Say something original for once.
Me say something original? How many people have you sent to the gecko?
Hey, expensive food and cheap husbands are always an easy way out.
I think you mean the lazy way out.
What do we got lined up today?
The Wilsons.
You've got to be kidding!
Oh, quit complaining. They aren't that bad.
Well, that's easy for you to say, Barb. You don't have to sit on the sessions with them.
Ethan, it takes 10 minutes.
Yeah, but 10 minutes turns into 10 hours, and that's 10 hours of my life I'm never getting back. This couple has been coming in for the past year, and I can't get rid of them. I've gone through the entire textbook of bad advice, and they keep coming. I even tried using good advice to try and use reverse psychology.
So, how are you going to play it this time?
Same as usual. I'm going to be in my office. When they get here, you're going to tell them I'm out for...
Ethan! Let me punch you! We thought you might be out for lunch!
Well, I hope you didn't keep on eating. The last thing you need to do is starve.
No, you
Oh,
aren't.
that's good. Although you are looking rather thin, I feel like the gust of wind could make you fall apart. I'm just kidding, Ethan. You mustn't take me so seriously.
Don't you hate that? People insulting you and then saying, just kidding, as if it's going to take back what they said. I'm sure that's what John Wilkes Booth said after he put one through Lincoln's head. Just kidding. Barb, do me a favor and when they come out to set up the next appointment, tell them we're all booked up for the next month.
And that brother of mine, he still hasn't found himself a wife yet. I tell him, Gregory, you gotta get yourself a woman. You're a complete mess. And he tells me, George, I will, as soon as the infection goes away.
Oh, look at that. Time's up.
Really? That seems shorter than usual.
Well, that's because we're more busy today. I can only do an hour and a half instead of the usual 4.
Now that's a darn shame.
Yes, it is. Now here's the bill, and Barb will take it at the desk.
Same time next week, huh?
Of course.
What did I say? No, you don't mean me. What did I tell you?
Oops. I guess I forgot.
I swear to God, Barbara, if you pull that crap again out.
You know what? Stop paying me because you already have that out of the way.
I'll get back to you. Pour me a drink. I'll be in the bathroom if you need me.
You have another appointment in a few minutes.
Tell them I'm out, okay? I'm still recovering from Wilsonburg.
Sure thing, boss.
Don't you have solitaire to be playing or something?
I've quit better jobs than this.
That's the spirit.
Excuse me? I have an appointment today.
Yes, Mrs. Reese.
Actually, it's just Miss now.
I see. I'm afraid Dr. Bishop is very busy and won't be able to take you. Something came up that we just can't control. I'm sorry.
Barb, do you have those reports on? Oh, I didn't realize we had an appointment scheduled.
I guess I forgot to tell you.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name's Dr. Bishop.
It's nice to meet you.
I was just telling Miss Reese about your very busy schedule.
What busy schedule? The only thing that matters to me is that my clients get the utmost attention. This way, please. So, is your husband coming?
Actually, that's why I came to you today. You see, my husband and I divorced last month.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Miss Reese.
Oh, it's fine. We tried the best we could.
So why did you come here?
Well, I wanted to see where we went wrong, what could have been done. Also, I just wanted someone to talk to.
You seem to be struggling through some rough times, Miss Reese.
Yes.
I'd be glad to help you.
Yes, I am. Mr. Bishop, where did you go to school?
Peck Institute. It's a small college down south. You probably never heard of it. Now, Miss Reese, back to your problem. I think we should go deeper into this topic. Maybe you and I could...
I think, Mr. Bishop, we have gotten past the point of Miss Reese.
Oh, then what do I call you?
Call me Detective.
Detective? That's wonderful. I didn't know you were a cop. How great. I'm screwed.
Now, Mr. Bishop, I have a few questions to ask you.
Of course. Give me 1 second. Oh my God! Is that a man about to jump off that building over there? Oh! Will you look at that? Those cuts look pretty deep. I should go to the hospital. Those are gonna need stitches. Have a great afternoon, Detective. Don't worry about the bill, it's fine. Barb, walk up for me. I'm going to the hospital.
You don't mind if I take these, do you? It's not my problem. Thanks. Have a great night. She isn't here, Ethan, if that's what you're looking for.
Oh, thank God.
So, how was your night?
Awful. Thanks for asking. I had to wait over an hour at the hospital. I got over 6 stitches in my hand. And on top of that, I forgot the keys to my apartment. So I had to sleep in my car.
Why didn't you ask your landlord to open the door?
Well,
Well, I guess that's why you don't shatter a glass with your bare hand to get out of a conversation.
Don't give me that. I panicked. I wasn't going to come in today. I thought she'd be waiting here with a few other officers.
So why are you here then?
I needed my keys. Barb?
Ethan?
Who's that?
Jerry?
And who is Jerry?
The man in your office.
What is he doing in my office?
Waiting?
Waiting for what?
You?
You see, it's things like this that cause me to dye my hair at such a young age. Barb, did you not think that after I smashed a glass with my bare hand to get out of a conversation, that maybe I wouldn't want any of my appointments today?
The thought did cross my mind.
Listen, I don't know what that detective lady has in store for me. She could be on her way here right now to ruin my life.
Aw, we wouldn't want that, now would we?
I'm gonna walk out that door and you're gonna tell Jeremy.
Jerry!
Whatever! You're gonna tell them I couldn't come in today. Deal? Good.
Why, hello! Dr. Bishop, you are just in time! There's a man in your office waiting for you!
I'll be right there. Thanks, Barb. I pay you too much.
Last time I checked, we're paying it all.
Exactly. Allow me to introduce myself. My name's Dr. Bishop. Jerry, right?
Yes, sir. Jerry Corningstone.
Listen, sir, I'm in a bit of a hurry today, so...
Don't worry, we won't be long.
Okay, well, is your wife or girlfriend coming?
Well, she's being, what you would say, a bit difficult right now.
Okay, where is she?
She's right here.
No, I'm serious. Where is she? I'm very busy today. I have a lot of appointments scheduled in. Where is she?
I know she's not the most attractive girl in the world. But this is Jessica.
Hi, my name's Jessica. Nice to meet you.
Did somebody send you? Is this like a joke or something?
The only joke is our relationship.
And we came here for your help. What's happened? Okay, what's wrong?
Well, the other day, I went to work. When I came home, I found Jessica with another man.
How could she be with another man?
I don't know.
No, it wasn't like that. It was not like that.
How could you do this to me?
I'm sorry, honey.
Sir, she's attached. She's a song!
Excuse me! I will not have you speak to my wife like that. We didn't mean it, honey.
I'm sorry. Ma'am? What's happening?
Now, back to the problem on our hands.
Actually, it's just on your hands.
Excuse me?
Nothing.
Oh, well, I just don't understand why she would do such a thing. Oh, it's not like you've been treated that great! What do you mean? I do everything for you. I buy you your jewelry, I get you special gifts on your birthday.
You talk for her?
I slay log hours every day to keep our house nice. I cook, and I clean, and all you do is sit around and complain about work. Guess what, Jerry? I work a long day too. You're not the only one in the house with a job.
What do you do?
I'm a paramedic! But that doesn't mean I can be with another man. You're never there when I needed you. You helped me more and appreciated me more. I love when he died.
He was never... He's attached to you!
Is that really how you feel, Jessica? Yes, Jerry. I guess I could have been more supportive. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, too. I love you. I love you, too. Thank you, Dr. Bishop.
What? This one's on me? No charge?
Did I just see what I think I saw?
Barb, do me a favor and never let that man back in this office. I think I'm gonna go home now.
Good morning, Mr. Bishop. How's the hand?
Just fine, thanks for asking. I was just leaving.
Yes, glad we caught you when we did. We'd like you to come with us for a questioning.
Did I do something?
Don't play dumb with me, Bishop. I know you never went to college. Would you like me to explain where your mistake was?
Oh, please do. This is all very exciting.
Take the day off, please, Barb.
No, I'm quite fine.
When I first came in here, I was as unsuspecting as everyone else. Then I noticed the diploma on your desk. When I picked up and inspected a piece of paper, I noticed that it was your handwriting on the diploma.
Okay, I may have messed up a bit on that one.
But do you want to know the funniest thing, Bishop? You actually tried to pass off the members of the band Queen as the people who signed it.
Okay, a lot of it. I messed up big time.
Ethan Bishop, you were under arrest for operating as a therapist without a license, forgery, and fraud.
I guess this would be a bad time to ask for a date. I feel terrible.
Rough night?
I haven't slept in my bed for the past 2 nights. They questioned me for a good 5 hours.
Then they just, what, let you go?
No, Barbara, they didn't just let me go. I paid my bail and left this morning. What is so interesting that required you to buy a newspaper?
Yesterday morning, Ethan Bishop, a local relationship counselor, was arrested on charges of operating without license, forgery, and fraud.
What? Police stated that Bishop has been operating without a license for years and... I can't read this. This is today's paper?
Yeah. Hey, it could be worse.
How?
At least you're not the front page.
Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Oh. Do you know how many of my clients could have read this?
Ethan, it's not that bad.
Oh, yes, it is that bad, Barb. I've dealt with some very interesting people, and if they read this, they are Bishop! Open this door, Bishop! All I want is my money back! You know, I think I'm fine where I am now. Where is he? He locked himself in his office! Bishop, where are you? In a way, I should have seen this coming. Bishop! If you don't open this door, we're gonna break it down! I have 2 options right now. Option number 1, I climb out that window onto the ledge, shoot myself across the ledge to the fire escape, climb down it, get in my car, drive to Canada. Option number 2, on the other hand, I can open up this door and talk my way out of it like I always do. I'd gladly explain the situation to you all and pay you back half of what you paid. That wasn't the right thing to say, was it?
This is for the $30 sandwich!
Well, that could have gone better than I expected.
I suppose so. I guess you got what was coming to you.
Don't give me that. I don't need that right now.
Don't give you what? The truth? For the love of God, Ethan, you don't know when to quit.
You're right. Quit isn't even in my vocabulary.
Of course it isn't.
What is it you want, Barb?
I want to know why you do, Ethan. I sit here every day wondering to myself how you can ruin these innocent people's relationships and not feel bad about it.
You want to know why it is I do what I do? I do it because there's nothing else I can do. You know, Barb, life is just a game. They put you at the start and say, hey you, go do whatever you want. You can be anything you want. So you do just that. You try to do whatever you can to win the game. But the problem is, if everyone wants to win, they'll try to do whatever they can to make you lose. They'll screw you over and throw you in the dirt, still further in life. You see, I figured that out early on, and I'll be damned if anyone stops me to the ground. So you want to know why it is I do what I do? I do it because I'm winning the game.
Yeah, you look like you're winning, Ethan. You know what? Sometimes it's okay to win when you're wrong. It's okay to quit while you're ahead.
Hey, Barb.
What?
That's the money I owe you for last week. I'm sorry.
Keep it. You need it more than me.
What?
Just a tip for your next job. Don't stop paying the person who collects the client's money.
I mean, I know I deserve this, but there's no way all that money came from a week alone.
Goodbye, Ethan.
My name's not Ethan. My name's Thomas. I got the name Ethan Bishop from a movie.
Have a good life, Thomas.
Maybe she was right. Maybe this whole situation wouldn't have happened if I quit while I was ahead. But in all honesty, where's the fun in that? I'm gonna miss this place, but they'll come for me eventually, drag me to court, and decide what to do with me. Just another name in a headline. Maybe it is time to add quit to my vocabulary. Okay, in all honesty, I actually have $42,000 in a bank account under the name Art Stanton. And I did a quick search this morning on cities with the highest divorce rate. Panama City, Florida came up. The stars couldn't have aligned better than this. So if you need marriage advice, you know where to find me. Oh yeah. One last thing. If you guys see Detective Reese, tell her I said thanks for the tips on the diploma. I won't be making those mistakes again.
Sterling O'Connor has cordially invited his closest friends to a dinner party. This will have to do. Stay here.
Right through here is the gallery. This is where I keep my most prized and cherished belongings. My God! What? Have I told you about standing too close to the painting?
Sir,
what? Have I told you about standing too close to the painting?
You say not to stand too close to the painting.
And why do I say that?
Because I may read on a painting incorrectly?
Exactly. And we wouldn't want your your breath ruining the painting now, would we?
No, sir.
Good. Then be on your way.
It is so kind of you to let him into the gallery. The least the butler could do is stay away.
Mr. O'Connor, what's that out there?
Ah, yes, the gazebo. It's a nice little patio, a rest area. And this is my excellent groundskeeping team. They'll be in and out of the house, so if you see them, don't be alarmed. They'll just be keeping the house in fantastic shape.
It's getting quite late, isn't it?
Like I said, they keep the house looking great. Hey, working harder. Hardly working, boys. Alrighty then, let's keep moving.
Coo! Caw! Why do I even bother sending out the weekly newsletter? Idiots!
Sorry, boss. What's the deal, boss? I just finished organizing the shovels.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what's going on? But boss, I just finished planting the hydrangeas.
You know we don't really work for this man, right?
Well, I don't know. I just wanted to get into character.
Imbeciles! Listen up! Enough is enough. We are done sneaking around in these stupid costumes. Tonight is the night. Do you all remember what your supplies are?
Chopsticks, soy sauce, noodles.
No, those are not remotely close to what any of your supplies are. Those are mostly ingredients for Chinese cuisine. Do you remember your supplies for the heist? Really? No recollection of a priceless painting owned by a man in this house?
Wait, there's a painting? Boss, maybe you go over the plan again.
I think that'd be an excellent idea.
And right through here is the ballroom, the essence of the house. Furniture imported from Indonesia.
Simply a splendid house, sir. Truly wonderful.
And speaking of wonderful, here comes my beautiful wife.
Well, thank you. And might I say, thank you all for attending this dinner party. It's delightful having all of you here.
A toast to Sterling and his wonderful wife.
Cheers.
Why, hello there. Do you want to hear a joke?
Sure.
What did one atom say to the other atom?
What?
Oh, see, I'm a scientist. I usually work with atoms. That's why I have a joke about atoms. So, what did one atom say to the other atom?
I don't know.
Well, the first atom says, hey, you just stole an electron from me. And the second one says, are you sure? And the first one replies, I'm positive.
Everyone, dinner will be served in 10 minutes. Please convene to the dining room.
The scene was set.
Well, I'm finished.
Dinner is served.
I will give you to the count of 3.
One step ahead of you.
She's dead! Oh my lord! Ah! What is the dead body doing in the middle of the floor?
Honestly, not much.
What happened? No, no, no!
The front gate is still closed. Which means
The murderer is in the house.
These were the suspects. Everyone watched, keeping an eye out for one another. They all speculated, pondered to themselves, and waited.
get this boy out of here immediately.
I live to serve.
Is this a bad time?
Hey, you! I remember you!
Me?
Yes, you!
Are you sure?
Wait. Who?
You!
Me? Who's talking?
You!
Yes, what my wife is trying to say is we saw that man sneaking around while we were talking to the colonel.
Sergeant. And it's true. Sit down, we'll tell you what we saw.
We were in the library.
Or was it the dining hall?
No, honey, it was the library.
Yes, that's right. We were in the library looking at the wide selection of literature when that man walked in looking suspicious as ever.
I think he was a little to the right.
Oh, honey, maybe he's a bit to the left.
Oh, it doesn't matter because that's when I came in. I'll say, where can an old gent like me find some food in this house?
Food?
I thought this was the library.
They have food in the library? Wait. Okay, well, I'll have a slice of key lime pie. Honey, do you want anything?
I'm not taking your order,
Do you have lime jello?
You can see how hard it is to have a conversation with these two.
While we were talking, the maid had brought out some champagne and began to put it on the table. In its vulnerability, Meadows had started to put something into the drinks. Whatever he was putting in there, he didn't want to come in contact with it.
I am not a waiter, I'm a sergeant who served and fought for this very nation we live in. I'm a man of honor, integrity,
and a side of mashed potatoes.
There is no food!
You want food?
Not anymore. After talking to you two, I need a drink.
Drinks? Oh, drinks! I just saw men put something into the champagne.
No! Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't mean to startle you.
No, it's fine. It's a little spill. It won't stain.
See, at the sound of the crash, Sterling came running in.
Oh, look at this mess. I must stay in tip-top shape. Somebody must clean this up. I'll have the butler do it. Where is that lousy butler anyway?
Oh yes, he was just here.
Good man. Always working.
And that was it, I think.
Thrilling, isn't it? Well, naturally, the group was confused, and instantly, they all turned to Jim Meadows.
Young man, you better start talking.
Sergeant, please! Those two can hardly remember the last meal they ate. She was probably seeing things. And besides, look, no one was hurt. We're all fine.
Oh, I guess you're right there.
Wait a minute. If you're so innocent, explain what you were doing in the basement with a toolbox.
Tell us, what happened? What did you see?
Well, I was in the hallway with Miss Ruby. Alone. So I started standing there, and I walked...
No. Well, Mr. Man over here was trying way too hard. I saw Mr. Meadows.
What about the toolbox?
Oh, yes, he had a toolbox. He opened the door to the basement where he... Oh, 1 second.
And the first Adam replies, yeah, I'm positive.
See, that's when Mr. O'Connor came in looking for the butler.
Have either of you seen the butler? There's a mess in the library. Oh, that lousy butler's never around when I need him.
He was just here a moment ago.
After that I can't quite say what happened, because the maid called for dinner.
So what was he doing in the basement?
The circuit box.
What?
Most houses' circuit boxes are located in the basement, so he must have been cutting the power. Mr. O'Connor, is your circuit box in the basement?
Yes, it is.
That does it? I'm calling the police.
No, there's no need for that. I mean, she saw me go into the basement, but I was lost. I was just looking for the restroom. Please.
If you're so innocent, explain what you were doing in my kitchen!
This was it! The final piece to the puzzle!
Wait, Meadows, what were you doing in the kitchen? What's going on here?
Oh, look at the time. I think I'll be on my way.
He was in my kitchen. The butler was in there with me as well. He can tell you.
It's true!
You see, I was in the kitchen making the meal for tonight.
Can we speed this up, please?
No, yes, of course. You see, I was making the meal when the butler came in. He needed more hors d'oeuvres.
I need more hors d'oeuvres.
Like so. So while I was filling up more hors d'oeuvre plates, Jim Meadows snuck into the room. What are you doing in here? When you asked him what he was doing, the little rat began giving excuses left and right.
So that's it? He was just in the kitchen?
Well, that's a short story. How can we get any evidence from that?
Oh yes, one more thing. He also had a large trash bag with him as well.
So what happened next?
There was one more thing. Oy. Mr. O'Connor came in and gave him quite the scolding.
There you are! I have been looking for you all night! You arrogant slug! You're lucky the maid cleaned that mess up for you!
While Mr. O'Connor was yelling at the butler, Meadows snuck out of the room. And that was it.
The police are on their way.
So we took out the trash? Sue me!
No, no, no. Why was he in my kitchen? No one should be in my kitchen.
You're on to me. I didn't recycle.
What was in that trash bag?
I didn't do anything, so why didn't you just drop it?
Because my life is...
What's this? A knock at the door? You can't write scenarios better than this.
I have a dress code this address.
So what happened here?
There's a
Quiet, idiot, come here. Honey, God.
Mrs. O'Connor,
Oh, I heard your jokes about neutrons back there. And I knew I was to talk to you.
Adams, actually.
What?
Nothing. But, Mrs. O'Connor, what are you doing? Are you married?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I heard your jokes and I knew I had to talk to you.
Okay.
I was wondering, is there something you can do for me?
Yeah, anything.
I want you to kill my husband. Oh, they've all told their story. It's about time I tell mine. Let's get one thing straight. I do not love my husband, so don't be surprised when you hear my plan was. Of course I married Sterling for the money. Are you absurd? Why wouldn't I? But here's the deal. I met someone else, and no, it's not this idiot. He is not important. What is important was my plan. It was risky, but maybe, just maybe, I could get this fool to kill my husband. The money would be in the bag, and I live happily ever after. And I knew this goofball would do anything if I just badged my eyelashes and sweet-talked him. He'd be mine, and the money would be in the bag.
Kill your husband? Kill your husband? You know, Miss O'Connor, I think someone's calling my name. I really have to go.
Please, please, I'll pay you whatever you want.
Listen up, Mo, Curly, and Larry. This is it. Everyone did their job, right? Like we planned.
This cake van is outside waiting to go.
We all fiddled with the electrical wiring. We got the powering up on the front gate whenever you're ready, boss.
And I got all the supplies we need in the shed by the garden.
Wow, I have to admit, I'm genuinely impressed with you three.
So, when are we gonna steal that diamond, boss?
And I immediately take back what I just said. Idiots!
And so, the suspects explained passionately to the officers what had happened one at a time. Meanwhile, Meadows frantically tried to look innocent when finally the officers came to an understanding.
Okay, let's see if I got this right. I have the two elders and the sergeant in the library reading and conversing. When along comes Meadows and he puts something into the champagne, possibly sleeping pills. And then I have Loverboy over here with Ruby in the hallway going to the basement with a toolbox.
Where is Peach anyways?
I'll take it from here. I think I have the rest of the story. It seems that Mr. O'Connor was searching for the butler to clean up the mess because he, quote, has been lazy all night and did not clean up the spill. Thank you, Mr. O'Connor, for that unneeded witness statement. Then we have the chef, the butler, Mr. O'Connor, and Meadows with a mystery bag in the kitchen. Did we miss anything?
Murder! 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 Murder!
Yeah, we already knew there was a murder.
Mrs. O'Connor's gonna murder her husband.
What? That explains a lot. What? You knew your wife wanted to harm you? She talks for sleep. I thought it was nothing. I now see I may have been wrong. To be young, in love, and stupid. Hey, men. Well, where is she?
I'll find her.
Excuse me, I'd like to get back to the murder at hand. It seems like we're missing the point. Meadows? Yes. Nah, you're looking like a sketchy fella. Do you have anything to say to these lovely folks here?
Fine, you got me, I admit it. I was in the library. I put 1 dosage of poison in the drinks. It wasn't enough to kill anyone, only to knock everyone out.
Poison that doesn't kill? What was it, Benadryl?
There are many poisons that don't kill, they just, cause people to become unconscious.
Nerd! Yeah. The problem was the clumsy maid spilled the champagne, so I had to go to the basement for plan B. I had to knock out the power. That power outage was the perfect amount of time for me to steal a painting. All I had to do was hide it in the trash bag, and after the party, run off, cash it, and make enough money I'd never have to pull any heist ever again.
What about the dead maid? When you said murder that little plan of yours?
Murder!
Yeah, the maid is dead. What do you have to say about that?
All I did was try to steal a painting. I didn't even get away with it. I mean, you know what? Take it. Have it. We'll just pretend this whole night never happened. I didn't kill anyone. Likely story. Understand? The drinks were only supposed to make everyone unconscious.
It's possible that the maid coming in contact with all that poison, even though no one drank the champagne, could have killed her.
That's why he wore the gloves. He made sure not to touch anything.
Exactly.
Young man, how do you know all this?
He's a scientist.
I don't understand.
That's enough out of you. You're under arrest on the evidence of theft and murder. You're going away for a long time, bucko.
Look who I found. I knew something was up. At first I was going along with it. She had only one mistake. She asked me to murder her husband.
At least she's persistent.
Wait. Tell me, Jim, why'd you do it?
I'm a con artist. Always have been, I always will be. And my name's Jim Meadows. It's Ethan. And when I met you, I knew it was my chance for a big score.
That's enough out of you.
Get her out of my house.
It's not just her that needs to leave. I need to take all of you in for questioning.
Dun 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 dun.
Shut up! We are missing someone! Where is... You are not a caretaker! Stop taking care of this stupid house! That means you don't take out the trash!
Hey, boss.
Yes,
Is that what I think it is?
I believe it is.
So we scanned this house out as gardeners. Planned for 3 months.
3 months of work was resolved in 2.5 minutes.
What now, boss?
Honestly, I didn't think we'd make it this far.
Lyrics! Woo! Dun 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 dun.
It's beautiful!
And that was it. It was over. The officer escorted them out. A couple of days have gone by now. All of the suspects went home replaying what happened that night over and over in their heads. And Mr. Meadows has been in prison. But what really happened that night? That's $1 million question, isn't it? I'll tell you what happened. You see, it was the perfect crime. You see, Mr. O'Connor inherited this house from his father's passing, along with his money, his business, and the butler and maid service. For 10 years I worked for Sterling O'Connor, and all he did was treat me like dirt. So, it was time for him to go. Apparently his wife had similar plans for his fate. The problem was, she wasn't willing to commit the crime. I was. Now this genius over here was trying to steal a stupid painting. That's it? All for money? My ulterior motive was revenge. Earlier that night, I had put enough poison in the champagne to kill them all. Coincidentally, Meadows put even more poison in, and that's when my beautiful plan fell apart. When that poor maid spilled the champagne, it was over for her. But there was some good to this. All I had to do was not to get caught, and to make sure he did. And well, the rest of the night went smoothly. Perfectly, if I don't say so myself. Ah, yes, one last room, and I'm home free.
What are you doing in here?
That's my cue. What's happening in here? And well, the rest is history. And no one will ever know.
Kill my wife? Think you could get away with it? I don't think so. She may have been another maid to you, but she was my wife and I loved her! And you paid for it! A taste of his own medicine.
Let me tell you a story that's really more of an allegory about a town protective of its territory. With inflammatory invective from each one's perspective, it was hard for them to stay objective for the good of the collective. As most things, it all started with an atmosphere so very lighthearted. It was a beautiful day, the sun drifting away, while daughters and sons ran and played gaily and gleefully. In the pretty city of Pleasant Town, it would end up in flames. What a shame when the duty laid the blame on the other, oh brother. But hey, what a beautiful day. Until one last snowball was aimed and someone exclaimed,
"Oh my God! God! Somebody help! His eye! They hit his eye!"
"What happened? Who got hurt?"
"Mom, they broke his eye! They broke his eye!"
"Jesus! His eye is out! The little children, cover your eyes!"
"Someone call the police!"
What is going on? Who threw that rock?
That wasn't a rock, it was a snowball.
Everyone calm down. This is no time to get upset. Now, where's the child who threw that snowball?
That child ain't no child of the Lord!
Calm down. The police are on their way.
Franny, did you throw that snowball?
No, wait, Dad. I was over there building the snowman.
Jimmy, where were you?
I was over there running around with some kids.
Jimmy, someone threw a snowball at the church and it shattered one of the eyes of Jesus in the window. Were you and your friends throwing snowballs?
No way, Dad.
All right, clear out. Come on, make some room. Now, Reverend, you got a call about a public disturbance around here? Yes! Look at this, officer! Look at this! Some hoodlums broke the eye of our stained glass window of Jesus! Who's gonna pay for this? Now, I'm still trying to figure out what happened. Did anyone see who did this?
I did. It was these two kids who ran off over there, and they were wearing hoodies.
Officer, this wasn't just a petty crime. This was an assault! An assault on our church!
All right. If everyone will please settle down, we'll approach this calmly and... Who threw that?
Not me, officer.
Not me, Bobo, is here.
Not true.
Quiet! Now, y'all better listen well, or I swear to God.
Hey now, let's not take the Lord's name in vain.
Right. Sorry, Reverend. Y'all better shut up so I can start my investigation.
Yo, Papa, go get some donuts, why don't you?
Yeah, Papa.
Quiet down, I'll put a lot of you in a jail cell tonight for disrespecting an officer of the law. You see if I don't.
Hey, let's have everyone calm down. I'll be taking over for now. I think that's enough bad cop. Thanks, Duncan. Who did that? You were condemned to what I can do!
Let's not get carried away.
Don't you tell me not to get carried away! What did you? Huh?
Please, you're upsetting the children. There. It's gonna be okay. Mom, you're not helping.
Chief, can I talk to you for a moment? Now, I thought I was supposed to be the bad cop.
What bad cop? This is how we do policing.
All right. If everyone will please cooperate with the officers, we're now going to ask you some questions. If you all just get into a line.
Ha! These officers are such fools!
Ma'am, no talking.
Trying to bully a peaceful church congregation? How unprofessional! I'm not going to volunteer my information.
Ma'am, over there, I'm talking to you.
Me? I have no idea why you choose poor lady to pick on.
I'm afraid I must ask you to.
Ha! You'll never arrest me. I've been a good, loyal Christian citizen in this town for my entire life. You'll never...
Excuse me, miss, but all I wanted to ask is what evidence you have.
Ha! Evidence? I'll tell you about evidence. I have more evidence than her, officer. She doesn't know anything. I know plenty, young lady. It was those young dark men with hoodies and implements of destruction. They threw those snowballs.
Hoodies! Did anyone else see any men wearing hoodies about?
Yeah, I think the ones I saw right over there, towards the mosque. Actually, that might be them.
Those young gangsters, all of them from away, wearing their hoodies and singing that pathetic music called rap. You should have seen what they did to my vegetable garden.
Yeah, thanks for your info. Hey, you! Over there! The one in the hoodie! I need to talk to you! Yeah, you!
I know what I saw, and I demand a reckoning. This was obviously an attack from the hoodlums, those at the mosque up the street. I always knew something was fishy about those boys.
Granny, you don't know that for certain.
Yeah, these folks may be different from us. I don't think we should be rushing to judgments.
I'll tell you what we need to rush to, Reverend. We need to rush to action. Right now, we need to take back our country and our town. Would you let your children hang out with the kids that live over there?
Well,
would you?
I suppose not.
Exactly!
Granny Lancaster's right. These people are dangerous, and they will only become more dangerous if we allow them to defile the image of our church.
Yes! We have to teach them a lesson!
Teach them a lesson! Teach them a lesson! Granny, we still don't know for sure it was them. It could have been anyone throwing those snowballs.
They hate the eye of our Lord! We demand justice!
We demand justice! We demand justice!
Face it, Reverend. I know this is a horrible thing to say, but something is clearly up with those people. They are proceeding a measure, Reverend, and lead us in holy prayers to the mosque to protest against all those that would defile our church. What do you say?
All right, let's go!
What? You're just assuming that it was them. Mary, dear, sometimes you overthink things just a little too much. They went in that direction, so it was obviously them. They're creeping into our cities and changing our way of life, and it's time to take a stand.
Let's go! Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Go marching in.
We in that number.
Usain Bolt!
Usain Bolt! Usain Bolt! You're saying it wrong. It's supposed to be Deus Bolt! Deus Bolt!
But what does that even mean, Reverend?
It means it is God's will.
Oh. Okay, everyone. A 1, 2, 3.
Usain Bolt! Usain Bolt!
No! Just forget it. Just...
What is the meaning of this disturbance?
There! He's the man responsible for this, for such a hateful crime! Don't you deny it! He may have broken our windows, but he hasn't broken our spirits!
Breaking windows? What?
Go back to where you came from!
I already am. This is my mosque. Where are you all coming from? And can someone please explain why there's a mob in front of the mosque?
No. Why don't you let me handle the talking, Mrs. Lancaster?
Yeah, Granny. Let's just wait back here. I have your National Enquirer for you.
Oh!
Why are your people attacking our church?
Attacking your church?
Yes, attacking our church. What? You don't know what just happened? One of your kids threw a snowball through our stained glass window and broke the eye of Jesus.
I'm sorry your window is broken, but how can you be sure it was one of our mosque attendees?
Extremely credible sources saw 2 young dark men in hoodies running away from the church and towards your mosque.
Are all dark men in hoodies members of my mosque? I wish that were the case, but that is not so.
Aha! So you do want your members to treat Christians with disrespect?
You're the ones acting disrespectful. Is this how you treat all Muslims?
Hey, some of my best friends are Muslim. And no one has more respect for Muslims than I.
I find that hard to believe, Reverend. And by the way, why are you teaching your followers to chant Deus Vult, saying it is God's will is what the Crusaders yelled while attacking Muslims? How would you like it if my mosque gathered outside your church and shouted, Allahu Akbar, which means God is great? After all, they both aren't violent in and of themselves.
Leaping straight to insult you Mohammedan!
You're the ones threatening here, you Bible thumper!
No, that's too far!
Well, surely we can agree that these are only the views of the extreme sects of each of our religions. Yet, regardless of our differences in those sects of religion, we still didn't break your windows.
He said sex.
What are you doing here? It's your job! That's what we're doing here!
Ha! These idiots don't know we're standing up for our rights!
That's enough out of you, miss.
What?
I said that's enough out of you!
What? Speak up! You're as quiet as a baby!
I said, shut up!
Is that any way to speak to your elders?
Police brutality! Police brutality!
All right, that's enough for one night. Break it up. No! We should hold strong together! Oh, when the saints...
Excuse me, Reverend. We have to
Also, yes, the kids are way past their bedtime. Kids, stop building that snowman and get over here now.
Now, honey. Coming, dear.
Wait, but...
No, we're having so much fun building with the other kids. The kids from around here, I'm not hanging out with those hooligans. See you next Sunday, Reverend.
Wait, hold on. I'm not leaving until we find the culprit of who threw that snowball. The young man has already admitted to having thrown the snowball.
Ha, you see? Just some random kid.
Well, actually, he says his family attends your mosque.
Aha! A member of your congregation.
Officer, is that information really relevant?
Hey, buddy.
Officer, you're not my buddy.
Yeah, okay.
I said...
Yeah, okay. Sorry, buddy. But we have another call tonight. Good night, and please don't cause any more disturbances, Reverend.
Well, afterwards all seemed to be fine until some bum chose to cross the line. They dumped pieces of bacon which awakened the imam the very next day, who found the display to great dismay.
How could this have happened?
Pretty obvious, sir. Someone threw pieces of bacon and pig's feet on the front steps of the mosque.
Duncan? Shut up! Anyways, Imam Ali, we'll be working non-stop to find the culprit.
We already know who did this. One of those church members did this. They need to be found and caught just as quickly as you caught that boy.
We'll try, but we have a lot of cases tonight, so don't expect us to give you any special treatment.
We don't want special treatment, just fair treatment.
Please, rest assured, we'll get to your case as soon as...
We don't have time to wait. That's it. I'm going to the mayor to arrange a town meeting to straighten out this mess.
Hey, buddy, as someone who needs our help, you should be careful how you talk to us. You... Over there! Somebody! Hey, you!
Sorry, Mom, we'll be right back.
So down in the town, they set up a meeting after some entreaty by those who were pleading to end the mistreating, but no one could concede, so they chose to proceed with a meeting down in the town to end the breakdown.
Welcome everyone to this desperately needed town meeting. As mayor of this town, I just want to remind everyone the need for peace and togetherness this winter. I know that previous events that may have occurred scare people, but I want to assure all of you that our city council is working every day to help create a better sense of peace.
Then where were you at our protest? How can you be our mayor if you don't support our free speech?
Enough talk in the audience or you'll be thrown out of City Hall.
I guess that leads us to our police chief. Chief?
Hello, everyone. I don't have much to say, but I will assure you that our officers are trying to keep everyone safe as these violent events occurring.
Why? He only arrests people. He doesn't keep the peace.
Yeah, he only shoots his piece.
And doesn't eat his peas.
Or say please.
Order! Now, I know that some of you may not respect authority, but most of the people in this town are law-abiding citizens. I advise those troublemakers to just settle down and stop causing a ruckus. If you push me too far, I may need to respond with force, because keeping the peace is my job. So you be careful out there.
Thank you, Chief. Let's hear it for our peace officers. Okay, everyone, form a line in front of that microphone. The religious leaders we have with us are here today to help explain how we can increase our interfaith dialogues. Now please state your name and then ask your question.
Yes, my name is Alan Adams, and I have a question for Imam Ali. How could you allow one of your congregants to desecrate our church, especially since, from what I heard, you were so upset by what happened to your mosque?
Well, first of all, I do not condone the action of that young man. I believe it was accidental. But nevertheless, we have to be more careful of all of our city's holy sites. Second, many of us immigrated to America because we did not approve of the harsh approach taken by hardliners where we came from.
If you like living here so much, Imam, why don't you try to be more like the rest of us? Wearing strange garb and waking us up with those calls to prayer from the mosque isn't any way to be good citizens.
Yes, Reverend. Exactly my thoughts regarding the church bells throughout the day on Sunday. My day to get some R&R.
Yes, you see?
However,
Your calls to prayer also don't help.
Why are you attacking me? I've never offended you, and yet everyone chooses to attack the Muslims.
It's the Jews who are constantly attacked.
You jokers! It is us Christians who are subject to every prejudice and insult in the book.
Good one, Reverend.
Yeah, nice joke.
See how much we joke around up here. Next question.
My name is Coco Lumberkirk, and seeing you three up there reminded me of a joke I was saving for an opportunity just like this. So an imam, a priest, and a rabbi walk into a
Oh no! I know how this one ends. I don't want to be the butt of another joke.
What are you talking about? It's the imam who's always made fun of.
I have never heard a version of this joke where the rabbi isn't the punchline.
I think that's enough joking for one meeting. Next question, please.
My name is Barbara Bridget, and I was wondering, do you intend to become the majority here and change our way of life? This is a Christian country, and we want to keep it that way. If you don't like it, why don't you folks just go back to where you came from?
If we all went back to where we came from, there would only be the Native Americans here. Most of us are from a way we should welcome our newest members.
I agree. As long as they're willing to abide by our laws and customs.
How come there's so many Arabs coming into this country then?
Not every Arab is a Muslim. In fact, 65% of Muslims are living peacefully in East Asia.
But how much peace are you bringing to this country?
Freedom of religion is a basic right of this country, and we intend to be good citizens, but also keep our own customs.
See, so they don't intend to fit into our ways of life.
Yeah, they want to come here and have us change for them.
And how come when they talk about a spirit being, it's always a he?
And always a white guy.
Terrorist,
Bible thumper,
Racist.
Feminist.
anti-Semite,
Homo sapien?
Well, I'm a white male and I'm in charge here, so shut up and get out!
Actually, Chief, I'm in charge here, and I'm definitely not a man.
how do we know? Prove it.
Oh yeah? I'll prove to you who's in charge. Chief, arrest that man for something.
Oh, we'll give you something to arrest us for.
Stop! What goes being nerve? No one listens to you.
This is all your fault.
Mine? Are you kidding me? This is clearly due to your group's conspirations.
Quiet, both of you!
Don't tell me to be quiet!
Can you hear that? Watch out! Oh God! The menorah! The menorah fell down!
Oh my God! The Christmas tree's on fire! The menorah with the Christmas tree!
Not the Christmas tree!
Lucky for you not having a giant symbol to be destroyed.
Yeah, pretty lucky. Lucky not to be the center of attention for once.
Say, isn't the Christmas tree standing fairly close to our mosque?
Wait, no, I don't think. Not the mosque!
Well, the dialogue had set up the trouble in the little bubble called Pleasant Town. After the melee in the town hallway, the mom went outside and with a collide knocked over the menorah, opened the Pandora box by lighting the Christmas tree, forcing everyone to flee, putting the mosque at risk by forcing the metropolis to decide to fix a problem to protect a certain few by enforcing a curfew at 7 sharp.
Order, order. I here bring to session this meeting of the Children's Liberation Alliance.
Can you bang it down a bit louder?
Too risky. The police are patrolling everywhere. Now, we are here tonight to identify the best course of action to deal with the recent unfortunate events that have happened in our small town, caused by the disastrous discourse occurring among our community leaders. This recent curfew has affected all of us to some extent, and we demand a return to the peace that used to define our small community. So, we need some solutions.
Solutions? Against the police? The best thing to do is to just sit down, wait for the curfew to pass, and everything will be alright. Otherwise, we're just asking to get hurt.
We, the elementary schoolers, have a statement.
Continue, Representative Omar.
The elementary schoolers hereby do agree upon much arguing, discussing, and nap times that we've been taking our society in the wrong direction. We demand an end to this curfew immediately.
Here, here.
We also demand
While I do respect the opinions of my younger colleagues, I do find it necessary to interject here. The purpose of this convention is not to argue for petty interests, but to further our cause against the injustice of this curfew brought on us by this bigoted adults who control the city.
I have a proposition.
Speak up, Representative Franny.
I propose we put the ornaments and posters around town. Like, what if we have a banner waving from an airplane saying, "Free our children"?
Might I observe that the adults might change their minds if we throw more snowballs at them? If we build our snow forts high enough, we can swing our left flank around and have the armed battalion hold the right front while we use a pincer movement.
I think violence is the opposite of our goals here. How could a snowball fight help us?
Why, my battle plan has the potential to save hundreds of hours of valuable playtime.
Ha! My airplane banner will convince thousands
You flatter yourselves too much. Do you truly believe the adults would ever give in to such an attempt? What we need to do is negotiate with the adults.
Your plan constitutes a dangerous loosening of power.
Your proposals are sloppy.
So are yours.
I think I ought to say...
Police, everyone get down. Okay, all clear. Now people, that is enough. Please, you're all acting worse than the adults. Now, are we going to have a civilized conversation or not?
Yes, President Mary.
Now let's continue. The floor is still open.
I propose we throw a big party, rather a ball, with everyone dancing.
Enough! No more of this founding father Hamilton accent nonsense. Mary, why do we even have these elementary kids here with us? They only weigh us down.
Representative Mark, we've discussed this before. All of us have an equal right to be heard.
But these kids can't help us at all. How are they going to stop the problems facing our communities? You think an airplane banner can stop racism? Can we beat sexism, terrorism, all the isms in a snowball fight? All these ideas are ridiculous.
Actually, I liked Franny's idea.
Wait, really?
Yeah, a ball. We should throw a ball. And it can be called a snowball. We'll keep it a secret dance party, and afterwards we'll tell all the adults about it, and they'll see how wrong they are. That if the kids can unite and dance and be happy together, then they should be too. Yeah! Okay, it's getting pretty late, everyone, so let's be back here again tomorrow to discuss some more details. Be careful going out, everyone, and remember to spread the word to the other kids, and emphasize that this is a secret party.
Wonderful plan. United by a plan. Together they can build a snowman at a party where you do not want to be tardy. A metaphorical symbol of hope. Coming together to have a dope time. Secrets can't always be kept confined.
Thank you for that info, God in heaven. A party! I will get to the bottom of this! But still, I didn't know our Savior spoke in rhymes.
This is a fantastic party.
Yeah, it's just, oh, I'm so nervous. I don't know if I should be doing anything or nothing.
You don't get out to many parties, do you?
No, I guess not. I'm just glad that everyone's having such a good time together. If only the adults could be like that, we'd have a great town.
Yeah, could you imagine their faces when they all learn we had a party together? Well, I'm going off to the dance. Want to come?
Oh, me? No thanks. I'm not that much of a dancer.
Oh, Granny? Mary! I didn't expect you to be here. How good to see you here, child.
Me? What are you doing here? This was planned by the kids.
Oh, you youngins still got a lot to learn.
If you want to throw a secret party,
Don't tell everyone it's a secret. Now that's how the best parties get made. And let me tell you, I'm ready to party. I'm heading off to the dance floor to get my groove on. Oh boy.
Yeah, it must be interesting having such a wild and crazy grandmother.
No, I'm just thinking, if Granny found out about this, then where are our parents?
Get away from my comrades!
You are the one who keeps rushing around everywhere, destroying everything with a bomb, just like you did to our menorah.
And how did our Christmas tree get destroyed? Your menorah!
I remind you that it was one of your members who desecrated my mosque!
Oh, this party is so not what I wanted. Maybe Mark was right. This was supposed to be an occasion for unity and community togetherness. Instead, everyone's acting like they're at a party caucus organized by baucus.
No, we can still turn this around. We just need to look on the bright side. You know what we need? A rap battle.
A rap battle? Really? That's what we need?
Yeah, sure. Everybody loves a good rap battle. You should try rapping.
Me? Are you kidding?
No, I'm absolutely serious.
No way, I don't know the first thing about rap.
No, come on, you're coming with me. Okay, everybody, it's time for a rap battle. Whoever can beat my girl Mary here in a verbal throwdown gets to be called king or queen of the party.
I'm not staying for a rap battle.
Why? You scared you'll get beat?
I bet my peeps crap better than your sheeps.
Oh yeah? My congregation spits verses faster than your curses.
Our Mary will win this easily.
Woo woo! Let's get started.
What?
I got this. I'll show you how futile this silly party is, Mary.
All right. The only rules are to be about peace, rhyme with community, and be mostly school appropriate. Mark, start us off.
You people think you know peace. Peace comes with a price. You freeze and scream. Turn 180 degrees once you came face to face with a piece. Pointed at your glass necklace. Here in the streets, we can't have any peace. Not when the pop-up police are more likely to fleece you than release you. Greed and corruption have only increased in their screams. As we're on the edge of a previously unseen ravine. Now, how do you plan to appease us suffering peeps?
Sorry, everyone. These mics are expensive. Now, Mary's response.
You accuse us of not knowing the steep price of peace. Please, while you stumbled and wheezed, I thought up half a dozen speeches you think that grease up the streets is limited to thee. Your experience certainly is valid, but please, understand that peace is the keys to ending the violence. All you have is weak knees if you can't think of anything other than pieces of metal attacking without cease. But the crosspiece of my pen cuts through bullets like cheese, completely at ease. This division between religions is not what the founders envisioned. It takes community to see the solution to this disease. Masterpiece of peace that with ease will end this era of hatred and police!
You have nothing to be afraid of.
Everyone put your hands in the air! You're all under arrest for disturbing the peace and breaking the curfew!
Not the mic! What did I just say?
I'm sorry!
I said put your hands in the air!
He attacked my granddaughter! Get them!
I threw the snowball!
What snowball?
The one that hit Jesus. I threw that snowball.
Come on, Jimmy, tell the truth now.
We had these snowballs that we'd frozen in the freezer, and
we were gonna play ice ball with them.
Okay, we get the picture. So you guys broke the same glass window.
we didn't mean to. We just wanted to have fun, and then hit it.
Yeah, we're sorry. We just didn't want anyone to get in trouble, and I didn't want anyone to get hurt or...
Yes, we understand, Omar. Don't you all see? This was all just caused by a simple accident between two young friends who were scared of the reaction of their community. We need to learn from this. Take a step forward and discuss our differences. For all people, whether black or white, Jewish, Muslim or Christian, gay or straight, trans or just different in their own way. Rabbi, doesn't the Old Testament say to do unto others as you would have done unto yourself? It does indeed.
And Imam Ali, didn't Muhammad say you do not do evil to those who do evil to you, but you deal with them with forgiveness and kindness?
Yes, of course.
And Reverend Roberts, doesn't Jesus say, love one another as I have loved you, love one another?
Why, yes.
Why are we fighting, Reverend?
I don't know. I forgot about that quote. Jesus probably this place. It was not for hatred. It was for love. I'm sorry.
I am also sorry.
I must also ask for forgiveness.
Can we forgive each other? Can we become a place that can forgive rather than quarrel?
Yes, we can. We must become a place where various people can band together and create friendships that will always outlive hatred. We mustn't treat people as they are. We should treat people as they ought to be treated.
We must take this opportunity to show what makes each of us special and yet unites us as a city. Yes, I see it now. This is time for unity, for love and respect. Thank you for teaching us that lesson, Mary. In light of our newfound unity, I think we should sing a song of peace, so all this hatred and violence should cease.
We are children.
Quiet! You're all still under arrest! Officer, take them away!
What? That's it! I've had just about enough of this, police chief. Everyone, attack!
Stop this fight at once, or I start shooting! Submit quietly to the handcuffs, and we'll take you all down to the station.
Wait, Chief of Police. Before you take these people away, I just want to say, you're fired. Officer Duncan, you are Pleasant Town's new Chief of Police.
Thank you, Miss Mayor. The first order of business, the curfew is over.
We are children of peace. We are the children
world.
We are children of peace. We are the children of the world. We are children of peace. We are the children of the world. We are children of